All right, so you're thinking about moving to Denver, Colorado. Well, hold your horses, guys. It's not all sunshine and rainbows. So today, we want to talk to you guys about some of those negatives, especially if you're coming from California, New York, Oregon, Florida, Washington. Those are some of the places that we have a lot of our clients who we're working with right now moving here from. So we want to shoot this video for you guys to kind of share some of those negatives so you guys are prepared ahead of time. So we're going to get after that right now. Hey guys, if this is your first time to our channel, subscribe down below, tap the bell icon for notifications so that you guys are the first to know about everything there is to know about living in Denver, Colorado. All right, guys, so with that being said, my name is Steven. You know, the team and I, we get text calls every single day from people just like you and you and you and you trying to make their move out here to Denver, Colorado. We absolutely love what we do. So whether you're wanting to move out here in a week, a month, or a year, give us a phone call, send us a text, shoot us an email, or have a Zoom call with us, all in the description down below. Now, that being said, we're going to get some of the negatives out of here right now. So the first negative we want to talk to you guys about is going to be the weather. Okay, guys? Now, when it's cold out here, it's pretty darn cold. And when it's hot, it's hot. We do get into triple digits out here in our summertime for about a couple of weeks, okay? Not like what other states are exposed to around the Midwest or even the coast, but we do get pretty easily hot out here. And as you guys can expect, when it's cold out here, it snows, it's cold, guys. But luckily, what's the good thing is that we are actually about a mile above sea level, okay? That's why we're called the Mile High City in the first place. So even though, yes, it gets to 50 degrees, 20 degrees, it's freezing below here, remember, we're close to the sun, so it does not feel that intense.
And also remember that here in Colorado, we actually get more sunshine than Hawaii. We get about 360 days of sunshine a year, which is good in the fact that when it does snow in the city, it melts away in a day or two. So that's one of the really big things about living here in Denver. And that's one thing you also want to pay attention to when you're looking at a house. If you're buying a house, is it facing east and west? Or is it facing north and south? Steven, what happens if your house is facing north and south?
Well, guys, that's a good thing. And so, guys, I spend all the time with compass apps like this, looking at directions, whatever. Guys, that's the fun part, right? Side note, we have the Rocky Mountains, right? To the west of us, okay? We are a natural compass. Where's the west? Look towards the mountains, okay, guys? That's where the west is. But for your house, if you are having north-facing driveway, it's going to get snowed on and stay snowy for longer, okay? South-facing, ton of sun exposure is going to melt away in 2 seconds, okay? So that being said, remember, just don't have to pull out your compass right away. Just ask the realtor. They should know. Is this a north or a south-facing driveway for snow purposes, guys? Because we love the free exercise of shoveling snow, but not that much.
That's right. That's why my house actually faces west instead of north or south. So I think it's a really, really good point there, Steve.
Absolutely. The next point we're going to get into is altitude. Remember, guys, we're called the Mile High City for a reason. We are a mile above sea level. So, guys, for me, I was not born. I'm actually from the West Coast, okay? Secret told, right? I'm from the West Coast. Guys out there, we're not a mile high. We're not a mile high of anything. So when we moved out here, we had to acclimate, okay? Now, that being said, it's going to be not dependent upon at all about you guys or where you live right now, nothing like that. Because I have people who I've known here who lived here their entire lives and will go up to Breckenridge to ski and snowboard, and they'll have problems with altitude sickness, okay? So it has absolutely nothing to do with where you're born, where you live right now, none of that kind of stuff. It's all about you personally acclimating. Drink tons of water when you are out here before you acclimate, okay? You got to come on here for the first time, for a weekend, for some fun, so that too. Make sure you guys hydrate, okay?
So important to hydrate up here. I mean, we see it all the time. I mean, living up in the mountains at one time, that people come from out of state of Florida, and first thing they do is they go out top of the mountain. They want cocktails. Not a great idea, guys. It's a good idea to get here. Make sure you acclimate, drink some water, maybe take a day, give yourself 24 hours, and then head on up to the top and drink all you like. I'm not saying that you can't go up and ski. I'm just saying that you should be aware and make sure that you drink a lot of water while you're here, Stephen. It's super, super important. We have a lot of issues with that in the mountains, but it's a really easy thing to overcome, right? Just make sure you drink a lot of water and not drink too much alcohol on your first day here.
Yeah, guys, it's all about preparation, okay? Speaking of which, preparation is our next one, okay? Traffic. Prepare yourselves for traffic. Now, that being said, traffic is completely relative to obviously where you guys are coming from. So our traffic situation out here has gotten better. I will say, okay, infrastructure wise, we are definitely behind the curve of where we should be right now. Our freeway lanes are anywhere between 3 to 5 lanes wide right now. Typically speaking, average lanes today are between 2 lanes for normal traffic, and then 1 for either the express, the toll lane, or just going above the speed limit, right? We won't tell anybody, right? But our lanes right now for our system right now, for moving about the interstate and also our freeways, they're normally going to be about 3 lanes minimum, and in some places we do get 4 to 6 lanes wide, okay?
Yeah, we've also added, like Steven had said, we've added express lanes on that. Cost you a little toll fee on that, but you know what? We're kind of one of the last states really coming around to tolls. Tolls are pretty new in Colorado. I've only been here for probably the last 3 to 5 years. So depending on where you're at. So just be aware of that. And other than that, just plan ahead. And the more you plan ahead and the more you prepare, the more you're ready for any kind of traffic that you might hear here in Colorado.
Exactly, guys. And remember, when it comes to the traffic in Colorado, the epicenter of Denver right now, it's a square. It's kind of easy to navigate, right? It's a nice circle. Denver's right in the middle right here. Our freeway system is called 470. It circles the entire Denver metro area, okay? If you're in the circle, to us personally, that's what we consider the metro area. Outside of that, that's the greater Denver metro area, okay? That being said, corner to corner, it's going to be about, I would say 45 minutes, maybe an hour with some traffic like that. How many miles that you're going to travel? Realistically, it might be anywhere between 25 to 50 miles between corner to corner. For some of you guys, that's an absolute godsend, right? If you're in Los Angeles right now, it takes you 3 hours just to go a mile, right? It's faster to walk that place. But that being said, guys, that's kind of just a little bit of preparation for our traffic for you guys to get used to, okay? The next one we're talking about is we have no oceans. Sorry, guys, we are we're inward a little bit, okay? We're Midwest state. We have no ocean. We don't border any oceans, okay? But don't be depressed, guys. We do have massive amounts of lakes, rivers, and other things to go.
That's right. I mean, reservoirs are a great thing to go hang out. They're all over the place here. We've got them up in the mountains, Steve, up in Dillon, Grand Lake, where we had a big fire last year. We also got them all around the city. I mean, one's right by your house around Chatfield. Mm-hmm. So just know that there is water. It's just not ocean water.
Yeah, guys, remember, even though it's not ocean water, you guys can still do all the ocean things you are used to. Water, skiing, tubing, everything you guys are used to, you can still do it here.
Okay. The cool thing on top of that, Steve, is that on the rivers, you can actually go kayak, whitewater rafting certain times of the year. And even on our reservoirs up in Georgetown, you can even do a little ice fishing.
The next one is going to be wildlife, okay? If you're not used to seeing a bunch of wildlife, you are going to be out here, guys. We'll call your furry pets your squirrels, okay? We got squirrels, deer, moose, tons of amazing wildlife out here, guys. And you're going to see it regularly. And guys, honestly, they are pretty domesticated for the most part. I mean, guys, they're not aggressive all whatsoever. They honestly will come to your front yard and they're just going to look for a nap. Honestly, or some grass to you guys. So if you're not used to that, don't be worried. If you have animals or pets, don't worry, okay? They're not going to be attacking your pets, okay? Just leave them be. They're doing their own thing.
But another thing really great about that is even driving up in the mountains, we can see mountain goats on the side of the road. They're actually climbing. We've even at Lookout Mountain, we've got a whole stash of buffalo that we have, a whole herd. So they are set up for you to actually view and enjoy as well. And, you've got to remember, this is their own first. So we kind of work around that here in Colorado.
So that being said, the next one we're talking about is hail. All right, guys. Yes, obviously, people talk about snow that's going to come, but we get the hail in the summertime, okay? Now, that being said, if you guys are not used to hail, that's okay, because out here in Colorado, hail for us is nothing dramatic, to be quite honest with you. It could range from a little pea, maybe that even big, even smaller, depending upon where you live. Yes, some places in the Denver area are going to get more hail than others, depending upon how the weather is acting. But luckily, we have a fantastic weather system out here. Our news team out here actually does a really good job about telling you guys exactly when it's going to be, where it's going to hit, and what to expect.
Right. The other thing is it's a hail season out here, really. Basically goes from March to September, end of September, and then it kind of goes away because we drift into our winter months there. So it's really for our spring and summer months that we get that for some crazy storms between that high pressure and low pressure that comes here to Colorado. So other than that, we work around that here in Colorado, and we have great systems in place to let us know when that's happening. You just try to repair as much as you can.
Yeah. So that being said, guys, speaking about awesome weather systems, snow time, right, guys? Of course, we get snow. You gotta talk about it. If you're not used to it, it might freak you out. I promise, guys, it's not gonna freak you out here. Why is that? We've had snow for Colorado, guys. So that being said, I kid you guys not. The first flake that falls, our plows are out there on the roads. Everything's clear. Because I told you guys, I'm from the West Coast personally. We've lived here since 2008, okay? When we moved out here, we didn't have any Jeeps, RAV4s, 4x4s, none of that kind of stuff, guys. We had all sedans, and we were freaking slipping and sliding. No, we were not. Because guess what? Our roads were actually plowed well. Freeways, main streets, I will say this, depending upon where you live, your neighborhoods, that's probably gonna be the worst part about how much gets that snow. Because remember, guys, some neighborhoods are not public areas, so the plows are not gonna get into there. So you have to either hire it yourself, maybe your HOA is gonna do that for you guys, or a friendly neighbor might do it for you, okay? But again, snow, driving around, not gonna be anything crazy. If you guys are still fearful of that kind of stuff, guys, there's tons of classes to do. You guys can go get snow tires changed. We also salt and sand our roads all the time, so it's super, or I should say it's a lot safer than other states that also have snow.
Right. I mean, the big thing here is that we've got gravel that we put out, and the Colorado Department of Transportation, we call it CDOT out here. They do a really, really good job and kind of are out there plowing way before. We definitely take care of our main thoroughfares first, and then we work back to our neighborhoods from there. So usually, eventually, you'll get out of your neighborhood. But like we said earlier, remember, we get a lot of sunshine here, and that snow doesn't usually typically stay around in the city very long.
No, I mean, on average, it's here for maybe a couple of days. That's kind of the fun thing. People say, oh my God, we're having a massive snowstorm. Yeah, guys, guess what? Halloween is normally our first snow weekend. I don't know what it is about Halloween, but it always seems to snow on Halloween, guys. Even this year it did, and it was awesome. But guess what? We got 6 to 9 inches just in Halloween. But guess what? Gone within 24, 40 hours because we have so much sunshine out here, guys. So remember, yes, it's going to snow, but guess what? It's not hanging around for that much longer. Next thing to talk about here, guys, is our little fur babies, our pets. Guys, guess what? Colorado, we love our animals, okay? As we all have pets here, guys. If you have not a pet, guys, you're gonna see tons of furry little animals around here, guys. It's the most cutest thing ever. Tons of cute little outfits and costumes. But guess what, guys? That's the beauty about being out here. And because everyone has pets, we like being outdoors. And guess what? If you don't have a pet, that's completely fine. If you do have a pet, that's awesome, guys, okay? Which just we know that if you guys are not using a lot of cats on leashes, sometimes not a whole lot. I've only seen a handful of those things. We do have cat cafes out here, but dogs, other pets out here, we do have a lot of them. People love their animals.
Yeah, I got a lot of parks set up just for the animals out here and for their owners to go hiking and do that kind of thing and walk their dog, meet other dogs are a big part of some of the things that we do. And even like Steve said, we even got some cat cafes where you can get together with some other people that have cats to get your cats out there. So that's one of the great things about here in Colorado is that we enjoy our animals.
Next thing we're going to talk about is that, sorry, we're friendly. Okay, guys? Colorado folks out here, I don't know what it is. I've traveled a lot. Michael's traveled a lot. I'm not sure if you guys have traveled a lot across the country, but people out here are just really nice. I'm not saying your guys are not nice from where you're from. We're just saying that from what we've experienced from traveling a whole lot and just being here for as long as we have been, people here are just really nice and friendly.
Okay. It's like they're always willing to help you out, Steven, right? To get a flat tire on the side of the road, someone will pull over. A lot of the times, if you're just asking for directions, right? There's always someone here to help you out. And I think that's one of the great things about living here in Colorado, for sure, are the people.
Yeah, guys. Now, with that being said, we're getting to our last negative thing out here, okay, guys? And unfortunately, it's the worst for last, okay, guys? You can't drink a whole lot. So, guys, obviously, I'd say the worst for the last, but for us, guys, it's kind of funny, right? Because, guys, trust me, if you guys like to have fun, we like to have fun, guys, but trust me, guys, if you are a drinker, you guys like to have occasional drinks with the friends, the gals, the guys, weekend, just hanging out, right? You're coming out here, guys, if you want to get 5 or 6, 7 drinks before you guys trying to feel a little bit of buzz, not anymore. You're gonna be 1 or 2 drinks before you actually acclimate to being here in Colorado, okay, guys? So when I say you can't drink a whole lot, I'm not saying that in light. I know obviously you have to watch yourself and be careful, that kind of stuff, but what I'm saying it as a joke is basically that if you guys like to have fun like we do, it's gonna be okay. You guys are able to still have fun, but just be careful when you guys drink, okay? Because you guys cannot handle yourselves out here. Don't be trying to smash 3 or 4 or 10 drinks like you normally do from where you're from if you're not used to the altitude, because it does affect you a whole lot. For I would say probably the first maybe 3 to 6 months when you're out here. And yes, guys, some of you guys can handle yourself, some of you guys can't. You know who you are, okay? If you guys don't know who you are, probably the worst part. But again, just be careful, be mindful of all those things, okay?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, altitude out here can get to you. I mean, just at the base of Vail Mountain, it's 8,150 feet. So that's already 2 times or 1.5 times at the mile high, right? On top of Vail, I think it's a little over 2 miles above sea level. I think it's 2.1. So you just got to get acclimated and kind of work in that stuff. Like I said, water is the secret to that. So drink a lot of water and then feel free to drink all you like. But remember, the altitude can sneak up on you, just like that tequila.
Yeah, guys. All right, guys. Well, I hope you guys found this video really enjoyable and informational. Please reach out to us through texts, calls, emails, even the Zoom, all in the description below. If you guys want to learn about what it's like to move out here and live here in Denver, Colorado. That being said, guys, my name is Steve. My name is Steven. This is Michael, and we'll see you guys next time.
Have a great one. Please like and subscribe to us and let us know what else you might want us to give you pros and cons about Colorado. Have a great day.